It is so nice to have the wonderful Tanya Unkovic join me in the studio for a new year, 2021. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's always lovely to be back.
Yeah, so this is a new year, and I think a lot of people have a lot of hope around what 2021 will be for them. And of course, there is that certain fear that maybe things won't be like they were back in 2019. Pre-COVID times, but there is certainly an anticipation out there. Let's talk about you though specifically, Tanya. 2021, how's it started?
How has it started? Well, for me, it always starts quietly, I must admit. We don't wait up until midnight. We hear the big bangs and wake up in the middle of the night and oh, Happy New Year, and then go back to sleep. A quiet start there. It's been quiet because my mum's still in hospital care, so there's daily visits there for her. She's coming along nicely. Had a bit of an eventful few days at the early start of 2021. My parents' home was robbed. So, that wasn't nice. And it's a bit of a warning to everyone out there. Be really vigilant in your home. This was something that someone planned to do, kept an eye on the place, took some valuable things. So that's been not nice. And, even though I wasn't there and my parents aren't there, my brother's living there at the moment, knowing that my parents' home was stalked and went through every single cupboard isn't nice. There's just something that's not nice about that. So that was a bit of processing, having to get around that, I must admit.
I'm going to say then it's been a bit of a tough start to 2021.
Yes.
Would you say if other people have had a tough start to the year, I'm imagining what you're going to say here, but that doesn't have to define your year, right?
No, not at all. I mean, it takes a couple of days for the pain to subside, doesn't it? But then you've got to make the decision, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to push through. There is so much here. This is just something yuck that's happened in life, and we're all going to get a bit of yuck dished up on our plate every now and then, aren't we? We don't make massive meaning of it. We don't let it take over our feelings, and we just march on through and do whatever else it is that's on our plate. And there's always good stuff on our plate as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a reason. So
there is. I remember, I think it was the start of last year even, you really encouraged me to be grateful and to write, lists of what things we're grateful for. Now, I wish I could say I still do this every day, but I do it most days, and I think it does turn your life around. When you can see the good, even in a terrible day, when you can find some good in it, that actually can change just your whole feel.
Look, I've often heard that phrase, there is good in everything. What's great about this? What's great about this? And if you can ask yourself that question, no matter how difficult things feel at the time, you will always find something good, even in the toughest. So, okay, it didn't start that great in the first few days of 2021.
Sure
but,
didn't.
Other things have happened. They've been great, joyous things. I've started decluttering a little bit at home, which feels great to do that. I'm doing lots of writing in my book, loving doing that. So there's lots of good stuff happening. And for me, I've made a commitment to actually learn how to rest a bit more, allow myself to just sit and be and take good quality time to go within, because that's ultimately for me and for a lot of others where a lot of my answers and creativity they sit there until I take the time to go in and listen and listen to my intuition. And
I heard
my
someone
heart.
say the other day, rather than making a New Year's resolution, they just had a word for the year. I'm wondering if I'm hearing rest for you, Tanya.
Look, that is something I always encourage myself to do, because I'm a little bit of a pinball wizard at times,
you can be, yeah.
I'm up and I'm bang, 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 bang. So, to just stop and be is something I want to do, because something that brings me joy is to write, whether it be my book, whether it be articles, and the words flow when I'm in a place of flow and rest.
Yeah,
So,
really good
yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess, this was something we were wanting to talk about today, were sort of goals and setting them for 2021. And it sounds like you've got some quite broad ideas there, resting, writing, helping others, that kind of thing.
Yeah, really, it is actually. And, I don't know, I hate to use this line, but as I get older,
You can say that.
as I get older, I keep looking at what's really important here, Tanya, what is important. And instead of focusing so much on achievement,
Yeah.
how fulfilled are you really? How at peace do you feel? What if today was going to be the last day of your life? Are you fulfilled? Are you at peace? Also watching my parents age, knowing that, their time is coming to an end. And what's important? Is it important for you to go out there and achieve and earn? Or is it important for you to go and sit at your mother's bedside? So I'm going within quite a lot. And I know that for the first few months of this year, that is something I really want to do and am doing.
I mean, to me, I think that just sounds like a fantastic goal. And I'm going to keep you to it, Tanya. So the next
Okay.
time you come in, I might just see how you're going with that one, because I know you are a busy lady. For other people that perhaps have decided they want to make some changes this year, it is unfortunately often at this time of year where we sort of give up, perhaps,
know.
that we go, oh, this is actually a bit hard. What was I thinking? I'm not going to bother. I mean, what would you say to someone who has perhaps set some kind of goal and is already feeling that way?
Feeling that way? Well, yeah, there is such a thing as Quitter's Day. And
Okay.
it's usually in January where people have either fallen off the wagon, it's all too hard, and they've gone back to their own patterns. Never, never, never give up. Never give up. And what is it going to feel like when you reach this goal, said goal, whatever it is that you really want? Focus on that. Focus on how good it's going to feel once you've achieved that. It may be 2-3 months down the road. It may be the end of the year. Hold that feeling. That's ultimately what you want to strive for. You want a strong reason why. And also you may even ask yourself the question, what's it going to cost me if I don't do this year? Am I going to lose another year of happiness? Am I still going to be unhealthy at the end of the year? The thing is, never, 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 never give up. You've just got to, we might fall 7 times, but it's that 8th time that you get up that might be the time that it works for you.
And I think too, we often have a sense of perfectionism around our goals. And actually, if our goal was to, I don't know, I'm just going to put one out there, exercise and walk 30 minutes a day, and we only do 20 minutes one day, let's celebrate that 20 minutes.
Without question.
We don't have to be perfectionists every single day, but it is good to know that we're moving forward, right?
Yeah. Keep measuring the progress. Just get perfection out of your dictionary, actually, out of your vocab. Don't even strive for it, because you're never going to get there. Even when you're in the best shape of your life and the fittest that you can ever be, there's always going to be something that you're going to go, oh, that's not quite good enough. So
Yeah. I think
progress, not perfection.
Progress, not perfection. I think we've said that one before as well in the past too. So, often with these sort of ideas, do you think sometimes we go a little bit too lofty? We search for that shiny new thing to change our lives, to change the world. Do we need to start smaller in a sense? What would you say there?
Well, be realistic with whatever it is that you want, and also know that it's not always going to be a quick fix.
Yeah.
And often the shiny stuff, that is what a quick fix is. Hey, let me give you this in 30 days.
Yeah.
You want it for the rest of your life. And have a deep, deep, deep reason why it's important that you do this for yourself. Make it something that you are very deeply passionate about.
Yeah.
Do it for you. Don't do it for others. Do it for you.
Yeah, this is really helpful stuff. And putting, what you want at the centre and putting God at the centre of that is also an important part, right?
Yeah. Well, what is it that you want of me, Lord? How can I best serve thee? How can I best serve mankind? How can I shine so that it will help others shine in the world?
It's so important. I think sometimes we lose sight of that, and maybe we can even belittle some of the things that we want to do and think, oh, that's not a cool as goal as someone else, or that's not spiritual enough. I think sometimes if we're aiming to do better, if we're wanting to be better, then that's something that often is God-given, right?
Oh, absolutely. And, don't poo-hoo some of the things that you've already done in the world for another human being. It's priceless. It is priceless.
Tanya, if people want to find out more about what you do, if people want to get in contact with you, I can say without a doubt you keep things real, and I love that about you. How do they get a hold of you?
Look, I'm all over social media. If you just Google my name, Tanya Unkovic, it'll take you to my website as well. But anywhere on social media, YouTube, all over the place.
Hey, thanks for joining me.
You are so welcome.